Aliens have invaded and they have said that they're going to destroy every single ride on Earth except for the one that you name. What a weird bunch of aliens. So which ride would you want it to be? If you could only ride one ride for the rest of your life, which one do you want it to be and why? That is a question that I pose to you guys on my Twitter, on my YouTube community, on Discord, on a lot of different things to answer two simple questions. Which ride and why? And today I'm going to go through your guys' answers in this lovely new flat. And if you want more videos from this lovely new flat, then all you have to do is subscribe. I know I say it every video now, but we're approaching 1.5k, which I would really enjoy. So please do it. Right, let's see what rides you guys said. I'm just going to read through these as they come, so who knows what we could see. Holy paragraph. Okay, right, good start. Drumvlogged at Efteling. I can comfortably say this is the biggest stress relief theme park attraction I have ever ridden. This is the attraction you go to if you just need to forget absolutely everything for 5 to 6 minutes. I honestly agree. Efteling is one of the most magical theme parks you can possibly go to, and Drumvlogged is probably the most magical ride within it. I mean, people are going to have opinions on that, but that's my opinion. A lot of you guys went with your favourite ride in the whole world, which makes a lot of sense because if it's the ride you like the most, it's the ride you're going to want to ride over and over and over again. But I also meant this question in terms of which one could you ride into your old age? Which one wouldn't make you sick? Which one do you have the most fun on? So sometimes the best answer or the best coaster isn't the best answer. Like here, for example, someone's put Voltron because it's their number one and it has everything that they love, which I'm not going to take away from you. Voltron is one of my favorite roller coasters in the entire world, but I feel like if I rode it when I'm 80, for example, it's going to kill me. Sure, this canon, and it would still probably only be about 8 rides because of throughput. My brother in Christ, you will have one ride for the rest of your life, and you're worrying about throughput. Like, you can ride it however many times you want in your entire lifetime, and you're still complaining about the queue that doesn't yet exist. The Voyage, it's the perfect wooden coaster, and I'm a wooden coaster enjoyer. Now, I know that Hollywood Nights has just happened, and I really want to get out there one day. Like, it does kind of look like the best coaster experience ever. It looks like the ride that's going to put you as close as possible to the stars. It's just going to send you to space at some point. Now, the most voted for ride in this video is Ride to Happiness at Plopsaland, and I've decided that I'm just going to read all of the whys at once. So enjoy. I think the people who were thinking with their head the most in this video were people who chose rides that maybe aren't their number one, but are still like high up there, but very re-rideable. For example, this person has put Fly, and they've said that despite having rides that they prefer, Fly is probably the most re-rideable coaster they've ever done, plus they love steampunk. And I also think re-rideability is very important. For a coaster like Fly, where you have a lot to look at and a lot to experience in quite a short amount of time, where you're gonna miss some things as you go, re-rideability is really important. So you can just get back on that thing, go back around. It's gonna take you 20 minutes to walk all the way through that empty queue line, but you can still go back around. Colossus, because it's perfect and awesome and fun, and the scenery is amazing, and it's just such a cool roller coaster. Like, what do you mean? It has 4 consecutive Heartline rolls, and it doesn't get repetitive. The only critique I have of Colossus is that it isn't an even longer ride. Then it already is. It's 10 out of 10 quality roller coaster, and it has great soundtrack too, and the station music is awesome, and the trains are nowhere near as bad as everyone says are the parts of the experience, crawling in and out of them. It's also very smooth. It has a slight rumble before the loop and a cobra roll and corkscrews, and also very whippy, plus it warms up so much. Like the morning rides are fun because it's nice and graceful, and then in the afternoon it whips you and throws you around. Like, everything easy. It's some of the best corkscrews out there, and also the operations are great, so you rarely stack on the brake run, and the final inversion catching everyone by surprise is very funny to hear and not too intense, so it's very easily re-rideable. Can you imagine being able to ride the best coaster in the whole of the United Kingdom for the rest of your life? You never truly would get bored. I messed that up in the middle of it, and you're silly for thinking I'm going to re-record that. Also, are you okay? Someone here has put Maverick at Cedar Point and said that it's probably the smoothest ride for that level of intensity, which again, it's putting those things side by side. It's a smooth ride, so it's not gonna kind of kill you over time, but it's also intense. So if you like that intensity in your rides, but you don't want to, you know, die for re-riding it, rides like this is probably a good idea. Someone's just put you and then put a winky face, and I'm sorting the restraining order now. Falcon's Flight, and the why is, does this imply I have to travel to Saudi Arabia to ride it? If so, I'd probably choose a different answer. Too expensive. But it is the best roller coaster. So they've gone for what they think is the best roller coaster, but not the easiest place for them to travel to, which I probably should have put some sort of rule over, whether you're now like an alien who can time travel, or some sort of like snap your fingers and go there thing, like they've actually put. And they've said that if they can't do Falcon's Flight, they're going to do Duplo Dino Coaster. So probably equal there. Someone else has put Voltron and said that if you ignore the rattle, this thing's perfect. And to be honest, call me crazy, I never experienced the rattle when I was over there. I'm probably going again later this year, so I'll let you know. Also, this really does beg the question. If Voltron is so many people's number ones, then I really don't get why the Smiler. Someone's put the Ride to Happiness and then put Mac product, which is quite funny because someone else put Voltron and then put Mac product. Someone's put Ramesses Revenge and their why is flippy, spinny, upside downy. Which, yeah, but I actually want to touch on this. So not only is this the only flat ride that I found on this list, but also it's a defunct flat ride. Like, this is now Croc Drop at Chessington, and if you didn't know that, then I'm getting old. So someone else has put Velocicoaster and said it's two distinct halves, glass smooth and amazing restraints make it very re-rideable. And again, great point, restraints. If you're gonna come off it and it's physically changed your bone structure, then This is also a really funny answer, because at the end of it they've put, I would only choose it if I randomly spawned in nearby, because I live in shitty Reading, which is quite far from Florida. Someone's put Euthanasia Coaster, because I want the rest of my life to be as short as possible. Are you okay? Someone's put Your Mum, because fit. And my second restraining order of the video is out. Spaceship Earth, because it's a chill ride, lots to look at, and you can ride it in Portuguese or French if you're bored. Très bon. Wicker Man, it's got a high intensity for a Woody and it's really fun, especially with the airtime giving that stomach dropping feeling. Was 50-50 on Hyperia, so this is interesting because no one answered Hyperia as their answer, and I want to know if it's because people think it's too short, if people think it's a little bit uncomfortable, if it's just not people's cup of tea. I don't really know. I expected at least one Hyperia in this video. Ejanica at Fuji Q Highland, and probably for the first time in this channel's history, someone has spelled Ejanica right. First time. 10 points to you. Ghost Train. Why not? Yeah, but why though? Someone here's put Sonic Spinball because autism. And yeah, I can't blame you. Someone here's put X2 because of a genuine curiosity as to how long it might take to kill me. And honestly, a person of science, I rate it highly. River Caves at Blackpool Pleasure Beach because there's so much to see and the smell of nostalgia. And what I think you're smelling is actually the Haunted. Circuit Breaker because it is my #1 coaster, and honestly, first of all, really jealous because I really want to go to Kota and I really want to ride Circuit Breaker. And 2, because the new gen Vekoma tilts look so incredible. I am begging Thorpe Park to get one for that space where Rumba Rapids is. I think it would fit so well and I think it's so marketable for the UK. Like Merlin, you want your worlds first, you want your UK's first, you want to scare the shit out of people just by looking at a ride. Tilts are your way forward. They market themselves. Someone's put Fairy Tale Brook because it's sick, and I want to say hello to the 5-year-old in the audience that's watching, and I will watch my language. Interesting answer. Someone's put Fury 325, and the why is, while I've never ridden it, it seems like a top-ranked roller coaster that is super smooth, has comfortable restraints, no crazy intense airtime that will hurt your legs, and the breeze would feel nice. Although this is a perfectly acceptable answer, it's the first time we've had anyone in this video say a ride that they haven't ridden, which I find really interesting. Again, completely legit and fine answer, but I find it really interesting that you've answered a ride that you haven't done. Someone's put Saw the Ride and then said, I would become famous and then people would line up on the mid-course brake run to high-five me. I think it'd more be people would line up to check if you're okay, like physically, mentally, spiritually, anything. Pirates of the Caribbean. I've been rewriting Pirates regularly for years and still notice new details. I can't agree more. The only Pirates that I've done is the Anaheim Pirates of the Caribbean, and I only did it once and I've been itching to go back ever since because I want to rewrite that thing as many times as possible. I want to move to California just to ride that thing over and over and over again. Endless Voyage, all those idiots were right. It's actually the best coaster experience on the planet. It never gets boring with what it's doing. It's actively trying to kill and injure you, and it stops at the moment where it could actually start being too much and would be detrimental to the ride experience. Someone's just come back from Hollywood Nights, and I know that someone. Hi, Matthew. And finally, one more vote for Voltron, airtime, hang time, theme and speed, all of these things, and the riders have peed. Yeah, that's how the rhyme goes at least. But yeah, that is all of your guys' answers so far. Please keep the conversation going in the comments. Let me know which ride you would go on if you could only ride one ride for the rest of your life. If you enjoyed this video, then subscribing and sharing with your mates would be much appreciated. And if you want to follow me elsewhere, my Instagram is calvix.jpg and my Twitter is @calvickers33. So please follow me on both of those. But yeah, that's about it. I've been Cal. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon.